Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Snyder. And he's able to find Diggs. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 41 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Snyder. Eluding the pressure right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. And incomplete to open things up.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 45 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Wood, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 31 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone!
Operating from the gun. Snyder. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The play fake. Snyder escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing after the interception. Snyder flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the air on second down. Snyder. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. Snyder. And Rudolph has it left side. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Deep. Hey, 20. Tiger. It's
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. On second and 10, Tannehill. And it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Gone!
first down. Here's the run with Cook. Quick strip. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Snyder rolling to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Off the play fake. Snyder, the quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Colby Listenby, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Snyder throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Snyder. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tannehill on 1st down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count. And a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
20. Go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Snyder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Snyder. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Tannehill. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Snyder. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Snyder. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Yo, 28. Play. We up.
Now Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Play.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Hey, 20. Play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Snyder eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Mark Barron in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hey, watch that!
Operating from the gun, Snyder. Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Off play action. Snyder. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Snyder finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Gun!
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Handoff comes to Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go, here we go. Block, block. Go. Tag, tag, tag. Go. Deep, deep.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one